We are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Into the air right away is Allen. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Down the sideline he goes. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
The defense is saying, okay, now that's more like it.
Yeah, we hear from coaches all the time how they preach a next play mentality. Doesn't matter whether the previous one was good or bad. You move on to the next one. But we just saw evidence of that happening right there.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there was just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
I don't see Morgan trying to get him to football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the... Thompson on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great cover. never that time to want to get in there and bring him down. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
3rd and 3. First carry of the game for the Aggie alum, Devon Achane. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1, and that is incomplete. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kyler Murray, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work.
Lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 22 yards there, a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Allen running the option to the left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the keeper. That'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Swinging this out right here for Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Now Cook running right. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged. And it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen going to throw out to his left. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bills are back within a score. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Achane on 1st and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, he shifts past him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away. But I think the ball's out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Murray changing the play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They set up the screen to H.A. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 3rd and 3. Snap comes to Murray at 1. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
To the air, Allen eluding the pressure right. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20, and the Bills first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they're going to speed things up here. On play action, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be fourth down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to his running back, complete. Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a first down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Down to about the 37.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Allen going to change the look here. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen keeps himself upright. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring that 4th down here.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Flushed out right. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid from 6 yards away. And the Bills put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill shedding the tackle. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Flush to his right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here's Murray. Open man is Waddle, complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it. H.A. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that, nearly picked off. But it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Option handoff now to H.A. And he'll go down at the 28. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Murray's got to have this one. Rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. They go back to the ground game with Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Hard throw, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And shutting him off now open field. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Cook again. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
But this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
54-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Omaha. Big Ace.
Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. Throw caught by A-Chain. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, that he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. They give to A-Chain on the option. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
First throw of overtime for Murray. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Well, they only need about a half a foot. It's overtime, but they're back in their own territory.
And you know those decision makers that are battling inside the head coach's mind right now? One saying, hey, offense is pretty good. The other one saying, no, rely on your defense. That's what you got to decide in this situation. Where do you have the confidence? That determines what you're going to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running left, it's A-Chain. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They set up the screen to A-Chain. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Green. Hey. That's one. Easy.
To throw is Murray. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Oh, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. What a huge takeaway for this defense. The interception on the opening drive of overtime.
What an absolute disaster of a time for his first interception of the game, because throughout the game, he's made sure to keep the ball away from the other team. He's done a nice job of that. Here, the interception pops up, and now, on the other side of the field, all they're thinking, get 3, and we go home.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 10. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Bills